Hi guys, I thought I'd do a quick video about the dual quad, dual plane 460 adapter plate deal. I have 3 adapter plates, and when I commented the other day that it didn't quite clear the water neck, I decided to try one of the other adapters and see how it did. And this one's not too bad. It clears the water neck okay, clears the distributor okay. Seems to have been cut off a little bit at this end, which I may have to do to the others. This one is the one that came with this dual quad dual plane, and so it fits it well, and it has an extra bolt hole. So I think this is the adapter we're going to run. Put a handle on it so I could get this off one-handed. But the adapter plate itself, let me set this down. Sorry. The adapter plate itself, interestingly enough, it doesn't seem to bolt down with a gasket. I tried putting a gasket to the head, and the bolt holes wouldn't line up. So at the moment I've got this bolted on. I'll probably just have to RTV it and show you guys how it goes. I mean, hopefully it seals okay. It does like gaskets up on the 460 part, so I'll pick up a couple extra sets. These are like Mr. Gasket, standard 429 port size gasket. Seems to fit the 3 intakes just fine. All that does well. Of course, remember, I do need to cut out the plenum area a little bit on the Torquer 1, which is the intake I think is going to run the best. I did want to show you the port match on these, and you can see there is an edge. Most of these adapters, all 3 seem to be about the same, were meant for the port to be widened just a little bit, I'm sure to help the port match with the 460. Now I'm not going to do that, so we're going to wind up with a bit of an edge. I don't think it'll hurt it. This isn't exactly a super high output engine. You can see that this particular port in this corner and its exact opposite corner are the worst. They're not too bad down here, but as you move down, the port match gets worse on the adapter plate because the Cadillac is a 5-inch bore center and the 460 is a 4.9-inch bore center. Now, luckily, I've also cut off the bumps, so the adapter plate just kind of bolts straight up, and everything seems to be pretty decent with how it's going. So I think that part is pretty well done. So I shouldn't really have a lot of work to get done on this. Little RTV to glue it in place. A little bit of work on the 460 intake so that they bolt up. And I think I'm pretty well good to go for trying to run this. And we've got, I know this is a bit of a mess, we've got the dual quad dual plane, the single Torquer, and the Torquer 2 are the 3 intakes that I'm working on trying. And so we'll see how it goes. And that's how the 460 adapter fits in. These were made by 3 separate companies. This one I think may be CAD company. It should be, because that was the one that did the dual quad dual plane. And the other one I have has CAD company's name on it. And the third one I think is High Tech or something, was a different company. But they're all basically the same. It's just a 1-inch thick piece. Now these are cast. It's cast with a little dip so that the heat crossover part of the intake can fit down in. But I've been cutting those off of the intake, so I don't really need to worry about that part. I could have done a flat plate, but it's not going to hurt anything. And these are cast as a single unit, and there is another video on them. It's just a very simple thing. Port match isn't fantastic, but it's okay. So we'll see how it runs. The intakes themselves, the dual quad dual plane Larry Kruzak modified, I just bought that as is. I haven't done anything to it. The Torquer and the Torquer 2, I have cut the water jacket off, and of course the heat crossover on the bottom I have cut off. No, not on that one. That one is alright. So maybe I cut it off on, yeah, see I cut it off on this one. And a few of the other intakes. I've actually got a bunch of intakes, but these are the 3 that I think are going to work well. And I think that's it. I mean, it's a fairly simple deal, and it should work okay. If we get a chance, we'll try and find out how well. But that's the basic 460 adapter and where I'm sitting on it. Should go pretty quick at this point because I don't seem like I got a lot to do. I need to pick up some bolts. The other interesting thing on these adapters that I ran across, standard Ford bolt pattern is 5/16 bolt. And this one that I know Larry did is 5/16 bolt. And I need to pick up a few bolts in order to bolt down the intakes. But the one adapter I have is 3/8. And I'm assuming that's the other company. And they didn't realize that it was supposed to be 5/16. But, so if you get one of these adapters at a swap meet or something, you might look at it closely. You might have to open up the bolt holes just a little bit on the intake. But it looks like it'll pretty much just be a bolt-on for the most part. Certainly the adapter plate, a little bit of glue, and I should be able to just bolt that straight on. And just a bit of work on the intakes, and I think they're good to go. I could actually probably bolt the dual quad dual plane on right now, and we can maybe see how it does. So that's where I'm at, and this was just a quick video. I hope all your projects are going well. I know this one wasn't well organized. I was just kind of busy working, and I got other stuff I need to work on. So it was just a quick video, bit of a mess, but it's what it is. So have a good day, and talk to you later.